Hello, and welcome to Business Focus, produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. My name is Angela Inzerillo with Impact Business Solutions, and I'm privileged to be your host as we highlight the great work our local businesses are doing in the region. Welcome to August. We have a very exciting show for you today. First up, two of the Reston Chamber board members and co-chairs of the Reston Chamber Cup, Mr. Tom Madden with Visual Impact Productions and Paul Kashchy with City National Bank. That event is coming up on September 23rd, and you're going to want to learn all about it. Next up, a hidden gem in Fairfax County called Volunteer Fairfax. And we have their Director of Development, Miss Marianne Alicona. So many ways to get involved. Please stick around for that. And last but certainly not least, Miss Jenevieve Lenz with Financial Growth Partners, telling us all about what she's doing for small businesses. Let's go meet them. So please welcome my first guest, the co-chairs of the Reston Chamber Cup, Mr. Tom Madden with Visual Impact Productions and Mr. Paul Kashchy with City National Bank. Gentlemen, welcome.
Great to see you, Angela.
Yeah, we'll talk about like caliber in the house. I mean, two board members, including myself, three. I mean, our audience is up for a really good interview here.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, it's exciting. So listen, we're here to talk about the Chamber Cup. Golf is in the house. It's our 6th annual. We're really excited about it. But why don't you each share really quickly, what you guys do and a little bit about your company. So Tom, why don't you tell us?
Sure. Visual Impact Productions is a full-service production company. We focus on association and corporate video. We create videos that help clients engage with their prospects on social media, websites, other channels, so they can stay connected. We help them with their strategies for placing them on Facebook, YouTube, and if they want to go commercial, they can go to Comcast, and we can help them with that as well.
Yeah, awesome. How long have you been doing it, Tom? You've been doing this a long time.
I have been doing it on my own since 2007, but I've been in the business for about 30 years.
Just about 30 years. He started when he was in grade school. That's awesome. And you've been a member of the chamber for
about 9, almost 10 years now. Yeah.
He just served as our chairman, so we're excited. And look, you still have time to do the Chamber Cup. So
that's right.
Thanks for being here. So Mr. Paul, a new board member.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about you in City National.
Yeah, so at City National Bank, we really serve the banking needs for business owners and the owners of those businesses. We really take great pride in understanding our clients' goals, providing creative business banking solutions for them. And we're really here to help our clients navigate life's biggest financial decisions so they can grow their business balance sheets as well as their personal balance sheets with clarity and confidence. One thing I love to say is that we know banking. We've been supporting clients for nearly 70 years. City National Bank, we're headquartered out of LA, but we have 2 offices locally, one near DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C., and the other in the borough neighborhood of Tysons. That's our office right behind me there, and that's our team there in Tysons.
Awesome. And you guys have been a sponsor now for how many years of the Cup?
Thank you. This is our 3rd year in a row. We're very honored and grateful for the opportunity to serve in this capacity. It's been great for City National Bank, and we love serving the community in this way.
Well, thank you for all you do, gentlemen. All right, so here we are. We're going to talk about this golf event that we have coming up, this fabulous event. So Tom, why don't you tell us, what is the Reston Chamber Cup?
Sure. The annual Chamber Cup is a golf outing that focuses on networking with business owners and corporations in the region. It's best ball format, so there's no pressure, especially people like me who have a high handicap. You're out there to have fun. There's lots of skill prizes, raffle prizes to win. This is our 6th year for the new version of it. We used to have it years ago, and this is my 6th year on the committee. We're very excited to have it back in Reston at Reston National Golf Course.
Awesome.
It's on Friday the 23rd, September 23rd, shotgun at 10:30, and lots of awards and food and drink, and everybody should be home and out of there by 4 o'clock. So we're excited.
What a great time of year as well. I mean, it's perfect. It's just kind of getting cooler down. Well, who knows in DC how cool it'll be, but yeah, it's always a good time.
It is.
So maybe you could describe a little bit, Paul, because everyone hears about a golf event, right? So why is the Chamber Cup unique to other tournaments that maybe aren't going on in the area?
Yeah, our golf tournament is unique. And Tom, you just said it, in that we're back in Reston. Most importantly, we're the Reston Chamber of Commerce. We wanted to make sure we were hosting this back in Reston. So the tournament, as Tom also said, is on a Friday morning, September 23rd. Our thoughts were we wanted to make sure that we were inclusive of and mindful of the tax filing season as well as the end of the fiscal year. So September 23rd was strategically scheduled. And again, as Tom said, we wanted to make sure golfers could get in early, have the rest of their Friday and the evening with their families. So in addition to, our location and time, some unique experiences to our golfers. First, we're going to have a golf cannon. This is a really cool experience. Angela, are you familiar with golf cannons and what these are?
Sure.
All right. So what it is, it's basically like a handheld cannon. Uses compressed air to shoot a golf ball, and the ball can travel up to 300 yards. So it's a really nice long drive for our golfers. Tom, if you know the hole, let me know, but I think it's like hole 15 or 16. If you're familiar with Reston National, it's a long drive and then it's a straight dog leg to the left. So this is going to be a great hole for the golf cannon. We'll have some great raffle prizes, some auction items. There'll be some great on-course experiences our golfers can take advantage of, such as mulligans and grenades. Finally, and this is really, amazing and really great that both parties are doing this, but Reston National is teaming up with the Reston Chamber and will be hosting 2 golf lesson tips and etiquette training opportunities. So if you're a new golfer, if you're a novice golfer, you can come out and get some tips from a pro. Tom alluded to his handicap. I'm right there with you, Tom. So I go out, I get some great time with the pro as well. We've done this the past 2 years. Our golfers absolutely love this opportunity. It's a great opportunity to learn from a pro. There's 2 sessions, one on August 18th, the other on September 8th. It's $35 for 2 hours. So, I mean, it's like kind of a no-brainer,
Awesome.
And if you don't want to golf, you can always just come out and hang out. It's a great networking opportunity as well for you to meet folks in the community.
And you said it, you guys have been golfing for a while. I've been golfing for like maybe 10 years or so, but I don't care if you're a new golfer or, kind of a refresher. And like you said, it's a great networking opportunity, but it's always good to get that refresher. And it's always good to come out and hear from a pro. I think a few of us, I don't know about you guys, but I know I got really rusty over COVID. I didn't play nearly as much golf as other people did. So I think I'm going to be getting out there doing that myself. So that's awesome. Well, great. So how do people get tickets and get sponsorships? What's the big next step?
Yeah, absolutely. The best way for anyone watching that wants more information on getting involved with volunteering, sponsoring, or golfing can visit our website, restonchamber.org. Golfer registrations are available now. For chamber members, the cost is $175. Non-chamber members, it's $225. Pricing does go up as we get closer to the event, so take advantage of early bird pricing. You can reach out to me, Paul Kashchy. You can reach out to Tom Madden. You can reach out to Angela, or reach out to Alicia Field or Charles Kapoor at the Chamber. Their telephone number is 703-707-9045.
Yeah, and restonchamber.org is the website. We'll pull that up so people can register if you've got any questions. Oh my God, this is so exciting. So, and sponsorship opportunities, same thing. Those are listed on the website if anyone wants to get in on that.
Yeah, let me just chime in on that. We have some basic sponsorship opportunities, anywhere from $150 for a whole sponsor on up to a prize sponsorships. So you can get a booth, a table on the course for $300. And lastly, if you're not a golfer, we have a dinner ticket only option.
Awesome.
Just hang around and network for $45. So there's something for everything. There's something for everyone, rather, and you can't go wrong at this event.
It's a great event every year. So, well, congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you for all you do for the chamber and for the community. It was great having you in the house. And like I said, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Thank you. Our pleasure, Tom. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you, Angela.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Look forward
to a good one
on the 23rd, if not sooner.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Take care. Bye now.
So please welcome my next guest, Miss Marianne Alicona. Director of Development with Volunteer Fairfax. Marianne, welcome.
Angela, thank you so much for having me today.
It is,
Really appreciate it.
it is great to see you, and it's great to have you. I'm so excited you're here. As we were talking about earlier, I love to share all the great things that are in Fairfax County. And are these hidden gems, which Volunteer Fairfax is. So this is a great opportunity.
Well, again, thank you so much. And yeah, we are a hidden gem, aren't we?
We are. Yeah. So before we get into what they do, how did you get to the organization?
Oh, well, it's been a journey, should I say.
A life journey.
I think this is where I really relate to chamber members, because I had a 20-year history in the corporate world.
Yeah.
Before I transitioned to nonprofit. I've been in nonprofit for 12 years now. But you know what? When I was in the for-profit world, I felt like I really need to have more purpose.
Yeah.
In what I was doing and greater impact, and decided to reinvent myself and wound up in nonprofit. So I have used my business development skills to be a development director, and should I say, become that professional beggar and ask folks for funds in order to sustain organizations.
Well, let me tell you, you do very well at it, and you're a natural, so they are lucky to have you. But why don't you share how they got started? They've been around for almost 50 years, right?
I know. I mean, it's really crazy. When I first came to Volunteer Fairfax 3.5 years ago, I have to admit, I had never heard about them before.
I never heard of it either, right?
And I mean, I now live in Arlington. We just moved here about a year ago. I lived in Fairfax County for over 30 years and never heard of them.
Right.
Volunteer Fairfax has been around for 48 years. And, the story is interesting how they got started. The Fairfax County government actually was the ones who formed the agency. It was part of the Fairfax County government at one time. They had a couple of volunteers who were running the show.
Yeah.
And then over time, it grew in terms of staff and programs. And that's when they decided to incorporate as a 501c3. So, in a way, the rest is history. But, we are folks who not only do volunteerism, but, we're doing a lot more than that. We're also building capacity for our nonprofit partners, doing free training for them. But we are also the lead agency for the Fairfax County government at times of emergency.
Wow.
When it comes to volunteer management, as well as in-kind and monetary donations to nonprofits. So we fill a pretty big role in the community. So it's really great to have this opportunity to talk more about our work.
Yeah, I think, and like you said, people don't know about it. So this is great for people to learn more about how they can get involved, both with time, and of course, money always helps. So what would you say the core mission of the organization is?
Well, our mission is, truly to mobilize people and resources to meet regional community needs. But, how does that really break down?
Yeah.
We talk about our work in three main buckets. We do have volunteer opportunities for all ages. It could be the teenager who needs service hours. It could be the busy professional who, they want to give back, but they only have maybe a couple of hours now and then to give back. Or we might have those folks who are retired. Or might have more time on their hands. So we make sure that we meet our volunteers where they are, and provide them the opportunity to have the volunteer experience that they're looking for, and also the mission areas that they're passionate about, whether it's food insecurity, the homeless, children, animals, whatever floats their boat.
Absolutely. And you're going to get the best, not say talent, but passion and genuineness when you do involve people, what people are interested in. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So I think you're doing a great event with the chamber, right? So there's some sort of unique value that Volunteer Fairfax is bringing to the community, and it's in conjunction with the chamber. You want to share a little bit about that?
Oh, well, absolutely. One of the nice things about volunteerism is that it truly brings people together for the greater good in the community. And, that's why, we were just so excited to be working with the Chamber on this one activity. Volunteer Fairfax is a member of the Community Engagement Council, which is one of the committees of the Chamber. We have been talking about having a service project for quite some time. And, things just kind of organically happened. Volunteer Fairfax had done a service project a couple of months ago, and we had some leftover items, infant items, as well as young children items that we thought, well, maybe we could do some kit packing. And then at our last meeting, things just kind of came together, finding out that one of the chamber members, Women Giving Back, they're helping Afghan refugees that are housed in Loudoun County. And, they're providing clothing to obviously the women there. They're also doing a clothing drive for men as well. And we're like, well, why don't we make these kits? And then we could give them to, so many of these young children who are there just coming to the United States, as a little bit of a welcoming. So, we're working with, the Community Engagement Council. We're working with Women Giving Back. We're also tapping into another group that is associated with the Chamber. That is the, I guess it's the Resourceful Women's Committee as well, is helping us as well as far as some like other monetary donations that we need to buy some extra supplies. We're working with Loudoun Cares and the Department of Human Services out there in Loudoun County. So we're bringing together a lot of folks to welcome Afghan refugees into our community.
That is awesome. And I just love the collaboration. See, so it's not just a matter of just your kind of committee and what you guys are doing, but you're bringing other organizations that also benefit. Oh, that's so great. That's so awesome. I'm really glad we had this opportunity to chat. And of course, as I always say, time flies when we're having fun, but like, what's the best way for people to learn more? Because you've got, some projects coming up. So I want to make sure that people are aware of how to get involved and engaged.
Absolutely. Well, two of our really well-known community-wide events. One will be happening in September. It is called Volunteer Fest. So we will be kicking it off on a Sunday, September 11th, which is Patriots Day, in which we'll be introducing virtual volunteer opportunities. And then on Saturday, September 17th, it is time to roll up your sleeves to do in-person volunteerism. We will be, sharing a link that people can go to our website and sign up for some wonderful volunteerism. We typically do about 25 to 30 service projects in the community that benefits Fairfax County. The Board of Supervisors is actively involved in this as well. And last year we brought together almost 1,100 community volunteerism.
Fantastic.
So, folks can go to our website for that information. And then, of course, in January, we have the MLK Weekend of Service over the Martin Luther King holiday. And again, bringing together folks for community impact.
Well, Marianne, this has been great. So thank you for being here and sharing all the great things that you're going to be doing and exposing this little bit of gem that we have in Fairfax County. And thank you again for all your work.
Well, Angela, thank you so much for having me on, and go volunteer.
There you go. My pleasure. Take care.
Thank you.
So please welcome my next guest, Ms. Jenevieve Lenz, Wealth Management Advisor with Financial Growth Partners. Jenevieve, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's so great to see you again. And I'm thrilled that you chose me to highlight today.
Yeah, I'm really excited to share your story. You do so much for the Chamber. You do so much for your clients and the industry itself. So I'm really glad that we're able to highlight you today. So yeah, so before we get into some of the nuts and bolts, how did you, like, a little bit about your background and how you got into the whole financial growth partners and the industry itself?
Yeah, the industry kind of found me, believe it or not. I am the third generation of entrepreneurs. Grandfather, hard-working German citizen that came to the U.S. with his three other brothers, started companies, owned restaurants, really made a nice living. And built some nice net worth for himself. However, when I was in my 20s and I was in a slightly different profession, using my MBA in marketing and doing, other things, my grandfather's estate started to unravel. And I started to notice things that weren't right. And lo and behold, when my father and his two siblings inherited what was left, and I key you on that, what was left of my grandfather's multiple millions, it sent a shockwave through me and my family, because it wasn't expected that this would happen to Grandpa. Nobody was monitoring things as he sold businesses and did different things as he got into his 80s and early 90s. And when I saw what my father received as his final inheritance, when the estate finally settled out of probate 2 years later, and mind you, my grandfather had a trust and it still went to probate, I had to sit up and take notice. Because in my mind, it was, okay, if I don't do something, I have a good education, I have an MBA, I have a lot of roots with small business owners, then this is going to happen to other business owners, and this is going to happen to my parents, and God knows who else it's going to happen to. So I took it as my mission to figure out how to be an all-encompassing planner and work with others that have the same key mission, so that people don't get taken to the cleaners later in life, like what happened to my grandfather.
People don't know what they don't know, as we always say. So, and you have firsthand experience. So now we know why you do what you do and your mission. So what do you see as the most challenge that most of your clients have, and kind of how do you uniquely help them? Because you're not, as I always say, everybody's not for everybody, right? So specialization is so important, because you can really uniquely help people. So how do you do that, Jenevieve?
So that's a good question. Excellent question. I would say a couple things that are key, right? When people are looking as to who they're going to align with, whether it's financial advisor, there's all kinds of advisors out there. Some of them call themselves planners, some are wealth managers. It really doesn't matter what the title looks like. I would urge them to interview at least 3 and figure out what that advisor's philosophy is, right? Philosophy, if there's that sense of, okay, this person is speaking my language, this person has my best interests at heart. I can email anybody that's listening today a series of questions that I would ask somebody, that if I wanted to know, okay, if this person is right for me. So that's number 1. If you want to contact me, I'll give you that list of questions to ask. Number 2, most people find me because something's gone wrong or is not optimized with their current professional. So anyone that's successful, business owners, highly compensated professionals, medical professionals, attorneys, CPAs, they have somebody, right? They're working with somebody. And certainly during their professional career, things start to happen where they're questioning, is this person doing what's in my best interest? Do I understand what I own? Are we meeting frequently enough? Am I getting service the way I need? Is there clarity around what we're doing, or am I not getting the services and the, I call it bells and whistles that I need? That's where people have started to hire me, right? So I do soup to nuts planning, and really why they choose to work with me, and sometimes keep their other advisor as well, is I add a level of clarity that they have never known. We look at over 19 or 20 different financial areas. Most advisors don't look at that many areas, and they don't ask the clarification and the goal setting questions that I ask.
Yeah.
So I'm not for everybody, like you said, right?
Not for everybody, right? And it's just not that one piece, right? It's kind of the whole, if you will, the whole story and the whole picture, and people don't put that together. And if you're missing a piece, again, as an individual, we don't even know it, or as a business owner, we certainly don't know that either.
Right. I mean, I think what's really interesting about my industry, if you don't mind me saying this, is that a lot of people function in an a la carte world, right? A business owner or a professional is going to have a CPA over here. They're going to maybe have a business attorney. They'll have, hopefully an estate planning attorney. They'll have a mortgage broker, financial advisor. They have all these different people that are touching their lives. But I oftentimes ask them, when was the last time those people got together in one room and actually discussed your financial goals today, next year, 5 years from now? And oh, by the way, when you sell your business or when you walk away from that paycheck, how is that cash flow going to end up in your checking account every month? And how are you going to make sure that it continues to do that so that your lifestyle is maintained? That's a big question. And so many people don't have the answers.
Think about it. It's it's in the future. But it's so important to plan for now, especially if you want a legacy. So a little bit more about your services and who they're designed more specifically for.
Perfect. That's a great question. My services are designed for families and a lot of women. I focus on mostly women. I'm not going to exclude men, of course, that households are making $250 and above. Most of my clients, I mean, uniquely have a combination where somebody is a W-2 employee and then someone's 1099. They're either a small business owner, usually in a trade area, right? So I work with a lot of dentists, orthodontists, CPAs, attorneys, these types of people, anything in the service industry where they're saying, I'm so busy and entrenched in my business and making it operational that I don't have time to look at all these different things under the hood. That's your job. What was the second part of your question again?
Who are they designed for? Like the services?
Okay. Yeah, so the services are designed for those busy professionals, like I just said, the W-2 1099 combination household that wants somebody that's going to look at everything they're doing. So to case in point, what's going on the personal side of your balance sheet, right? How can we optimize your cash flow? Are you paying too much in tax?
Mm-hmm.
Have you not found the right CPA? Maybe we can do some tax optimization strategy planning.
Right.
There's other things that maybe you've just set aside and forgotten about. Are they optimized and are they set up in a way that they can produce, quote unquote, that future income flow? That's a big missing element. I think for some reason people have money in the market. They have money in real estate. They have high net worth tied up in their business potentially, but they don't see how all those pieces are going to come together. So that's what my services are designed around, adding clarity. We use a lot of high-end software to help that happen. And when they actually see the spreadsheets and they see some of the things we show on the screen, the light bulb goes off, right? And they say, wow, I've never seen anything like this. Or wow, no one's ever shared this with me. Or gee, I wish I met you 15 years ago, because they just aren't getting the clarity around all those pieces.
Yeah, I mean, you're educating, right? The data is so important to make informed decisions. So that is huge. And like you said, you're looking at the whole big picture. So, well, listen, time flies when you're having fun. So how can people who are watching get in touch with you? And we can scroll up all the information, but what's the best way?
Well, best way is probably phone or email. Okay. So we can share it with you. I'm right here in Reston at the Reston Town Center. If you know where Cooper's Hawk is, you can find me easily. I am doing in-person meetings, but also Zoom. So whatever fits your schedule, and give me a ring or send me an email and we can have a chat.
Download. I love the little information sheet that you had. So if people are interested in that, that would be a really great questionnaire to answer, because you said that's really important to interview folks that are going to be managing your wealth and your life, really.
Yeah, and Angela, to be honest with you, I have a series of questionnaires. There's probably 3 or 4, right? If there's a business owner that hasn't done a financial risk assessment questionnaire, we've got that one as well. So there's different types depending on what their key concerns or goals are. And once I said, I do complimentary, first, I call it exploration meetings, if you will, just to find out if I'm the right individual. I might not be.
Absolutely.
They might need somebody else before they talk to me.
Yeah,
so, I've referred people to a business attorney or a CPA before they talk to me, because that's really more of their questions and concerns. So
absolutely. Well, we'll make sure that information is available. And Jenevieve, thank you for being here today. I know you're jaunting off to Paris in a few couple of days. So spending time with us and sharing what you do, I really do appreciate it. So thank you.
You're so welcome. Thanks again for having me. And I look forward to seeing you and others at some of the next chamber events.
Sounds good. Take care.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it. Another fabulous business focus produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. Thank you to my guests that stopped by and shared their story today. Mr. Tom Madden and Paul Kashchy, co-chairs of the Reston Chamber Cup, September 23rd. Sign up today. And also that gem of Fairfax County, Volunteer Fairfax. Who knew all the wonderful opportunities to get involved and volunteer in Fairfax County? Thank you, Marianne Alicona. I appreciate you being here today. And then Ms. Jenevieve Lenz, who stopped by just before she's jaunting to Paris, talking about how she helps her clients with their financial future. Thank you for everyone, and I look forward to seeing you next time.